I want to let everybody know that the Middle East are full of dummies. They're not intelligent. See, they think being evil is all about showing tits and pussy and then acting very successful in reputation and everything that Obama represents. All that shit's fake. And he thinks that's what it means to be a leader. He did all these secret things behind your back. He did evil things to American citizens. And then he thinks he knows some inside information on Illuminati. He went to Diddy parties, which he was the one doing all that nasty shit. But they need somebody to take the fall for it. If you're at a party and someone is very wealthy who has the party and is a political figure like Obama, and he tells you to make a room for him, and then he's going to bring people into the room for some weird session, do you tell him no if the guy tells you that you're going to lose your life? No, you do what he says. And then they want you to take the fall for it, which is what they're doing to Diddy right now. Cassie is a fucking traitor. She's a fucking joke. She's a terrible singer. She's a terrible person. All these women in Hollywood who've all cried wolf are fucking horrific. They're not talented. They don't fight for anything except for looking hot. They only want money. They only want to put other people down. And then they now, like Reese Witherspoon, says, I'm a good person. Look at me and my rich life of being a producer. And I've got my own this and that, which means that she did something to get to where she is. She did something evil to you all as audience to get to where she is. So what did you do, Reese Witherspoon? What did you do? You're weird as shit. It's very fucking clear that we're watching you on live television do your TikTok videos. That you're weird as shit. You're rancid. You're a rancid human being. You got wasted and should have gone to prison. You were DUI driving. And you're weak. You're not as talented as you think you are. You're just a fucking zombie. You're just another sheep. You're just another Blake Lively. And that's not a compliment. That's actually, for her, that's a very big dig at her personality. So everybody poops and pees on the toilet. So Mona Van takes shits. And they're diarrhea shits because all she does is eat fruits and vegetables. So she's bloated. She farts. And she has diarrhea on a regular because she likes to eat smushy beans. Yet she doesn't act like she acts like she doesn't even have an anus. Not to mention she's a pharmacist. So she can't talk about farting or burping. And she even says it on a podcast, which tells you that she never worked at a pharmacist. She never worked in pharmacy because if people go with side effects of a lot of medicines or gas, burping and farting. That's why you never lie when it comes to this shit. You can make a mistake and get something wrong. What would that look like? Oh, damn, I said that this was a low odor fine tip pen, but it was a dry erase marker. My bad. I could get something wrong by telling you that Gary Vee is a piece of shit when he's undercover. And that would be a big, big doozy, wouldn't it? But wouldn't you say that I would need to say shit like that in order to keep the what's it called? The facade up? And you emotionally have to feel the pain of all the things that you know are painful so that he could stay undercover and get invited to a Melissa Wood party? Do you think that if Gary Vee was always telling everyone how wonderful I am and how great my shit was, that he would get invited to a Mona Van critique session? Do you think the Middle East would invite him into Qatar doors or Saudi Arabia if he was praising my existence as I am tearing down their fucking buildings? You must really not understand what it means to be an FBI agent or a CIA agent or a spy or somebody who is out to create a better world for their children, which is what I'm up to. You must not understand that there are bad people in the world and you live in a fucking fantasy land of la la land. You think that the people like Sabrina Carpenter are good people? No, these people are exposing people like Paris Hilton and Britney Spears and all these other pieces of shit who try to do all this shit that Sabrina Carpenter's doing because we got internet. You know, that goofy ass thing called TikTok. So they took stardom and they erased the line, and now influencers are trying to be stars and stars are trying to be influencers, and they're showing their true colors because it exposed who all these people really are, including the Middle East. That's why you should have never taken your hose off the chain. You want to understand what I just said. You know, like the chain, ball and chain around their neck. Because now they're exposing what the Middle East really did in the form of PTSD. So those of you who were at Desert Storm, any war, I'm going to let you know that I know how to cure your PTSD. Do you understand what I'm telling you? That means all this shit that these motherfuckers have done to you in the military is being uncovered so you can be a stronger human being and live a better life. And Monavan is the culprit, and these women are showing you with the men sitting on podcasts of what they're capable of and how ignorant they are and how sick they are and how stupid they are and how annoying they are. They're fucking annoying. The PTSD is, if you look at it in a lighter version, is they're fucking annoying as shit and they never fucking go away. Monavan's annoying as fucking shit. She's dumb as fucking shit, folks. I wish I could give a wand to each and every one of you to bring into your personal awareness of how fucking stupid and fucking annoying she actually is. How annoying she fucking is, how intolerable, how childish, how sick it is to look at her fucking ass. So that you would cancel culture her based on your own decision and your own fucking choice. And for you to have the strength and the power to do so without having any form of PTSD. So that you can live a better life, because that shit that she puts out is the most fucking gnarly, nastiest, ugliest shit. She's ugly as shit. It is so clear to me how horrible and hideous she is. And how she stands on the sidelines, and here it comes, and brags about her standing at CBS, CNBC, or whatever the fucking shit, Squawk Box, while she pretends to stand there and look at Gary Vee and said, "That's my man, I'm so proud of him." That's how annoying she is. That's called the 7 deadly sins. And that's what the world's going to know by the time I'm done with that bitch. Do you fucking hear me? Because this shit ain't normal what I'm doing, by the way. This shit is actually very dangerous and very, very risky. And very, very putting my life at risk. However, I'm waiting for my shit to go viral. And I will get a lawyer if I have to. One that calls your ass up like Matt Gaetz and says, "You're under arrest, you ugly bitch."